I'm here with two of the stars of tonight's film, The Divorce, Ms. Dawn Lewis and Mr. Rylan Williams. Now, Dawn, I remember that you were in the original stage production of The Divorce. Now, what
was Rylan, actually.
And you were too, Rylan. So what was it that attracted you both to that script?
To be honest with you, I said yes to the project before I'd even read the script. I was in the midst of doing Sister Act when Donald called me and said, Dawn, I'm writing this project and I have the role that only you can do and I want to know you're going to be available. And I said, you know what, whatever it is, you got me. I'm there. So I came home, script sight unseen, and walked onto the stage with Vanessa Bell Calloway, Frida Payne, Judy Pace, Tatiana Ali, Tammy Mack, Rylan Williams, and at that time it was Dorian Wilson. Now Keith is doing my ex-husband's role. And it has been a joy ever since. So the fact that most of the original cast was able to come back together to recreate the roles for the film, I could not be happier at all.
And Rylan, what has your experience been like from the stage production to the film production?
It's been amazing. My role is a little different than others. I'm not quite as intense a character, Free Throne. So I really took an opportunity just to watch all these beautiful women work and how they're prepared and how they go about their day and how to be a real professional. And that combined with being able to work with Don again was just amazing, and wouldn't trade it for the world.
Now, I know you both have extensive film and television credits. Do either of you have a preference in terms of stage versus the small screen or the big screen?
Actually, I really like working on stage. I love film, I love television, but nothing, I think, gets my juices going more than live performance, whether it's concert work or stage work, because it is what it is in that moment, and every audience that sees it gets their own special and particular show, because it never happens the same way exactly twice any given time. So I love that, and you get the immediate response from the audience as to whether or not they are in it. Sometimes the audience is a little too involved, and we're really trying to get a show done, and they feel like, you know what, I think I should have a line here. I said, no, you need to shh, shh, and be quiet. But we love it. But we absolutely love it. We love it.
Well, for me, I kind of started doing more TV and film before I actually got into theater, for the most part. So that was something I was more familiar with and used to. But coming from like an athletic background, you really can't replace that thrill of being on stage live with that kind of pressure, with that kind of feedback immediate, and that feeling of. This is a great feeling that, it's really hard to capture that I really haven't found other than on the sports court or basketball or something like that. So I love theater. To answer your question, probably TV and film for me. So I like both genres because you get a little bit of both with this film.
And my last question for both of you is, I know you both worked with Don for a very long time. Mm-hmm. We all know he's a character. What is it like working with Don Welch? Let our audience know.
Okay. Don Welch is a frightening, frightening man. He's very scary. He finds out where you live. He hunts you down and forces you to work with him.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yes.
And then he makes you feel bad if you don't.
It makes you feel bad if you don't. But his checks are always good. Don is amazing. He's true to his word. His characters are real. They're multidimensional. They're funny. They are heartbreaking. Women love their men. Men love their women.
Yeah.
They're often challenged in their relationships, but they're true and they're real, and people can relate.
Yeah, he writes real characters, and you can't get away from it. You can't escape it. Everybody, if you watch one of his productions, you will see a bit of yourself or somebody you know in every production he puts out, and that's what makes him so great.
I'll work with Don anytime, every time.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
And that's the real deal from two people who definitely know. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on the film tonight.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much.